Delegates, comrades, citizens, greetings to you all. We are at a historic moment in the life of the St.Kitts-Nevis Labour Party and indeed our entire federation. Our distinguished comrade leader of the last 32 years, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil Llewellyn Douglas, after having served us comrades and the people of this land of beauty exceptionally well, is ready to pass on the mantle of leadership of the most successful and progressive political party in our federation. We are eternally grateful for the immeasurable sacrifices of our dear comrade leader, who gave everything he had in service of his people, his community, his party, and his country. We thank you, comrade leader. As a lifelong supporter of the St.Kitts-Nevis Labour Party, with a simple but profound mantra of, for the good that we can do, I reflect on how our political movement has afforded a great many to move from poverty to realizing dreams of a better life for themselves, their families, and their future generations. In my own family, my grandfather, Big John, as a cane cutter, and my grandmother Ellen as a homemaker and a seamstress who bore 13 children, were eventually able to send their children to school because the St.Kitts-Nevis Labour Party had made it possible for the children of the masses to become educated through free comprehensive education. So while Ellen and Big John, or Mom and Dana as I call them, could never dream of going to high school, much less university, their offspring, who themselves had to help in the cane fields, help with the animals, while eating bread and sweet oil with a sprinkling of salt, with some swank as a staple meal, and then brushing their teeth with peas bush and salt, could now dare to dream of a better life because they were able to go to school, learn, and advance themselves, thanks to labor. I am old enough to remember my father walking with me, perched on his shoulders, from just east of Burden Street to Camps Estate at mornings to spend the day with Mom, while my parents worked. I could recall how the old wooden house was like a hodgepodge of additions over the years, showcasing how the family would have gradually improved over time. You see, the labor movement had paved the way for upward mobility of the masses, such that many working class families, like the children of Mom and Dana, were now able to provide a better home for their own offspring, like me, resulting in any of us aspiring to be whatever we wanted to be. Our new hope today is to make it even better for our children and the children to come. That is the way it is supposed to be, where every new generation is better than the last. It is in this spirit that I stand before you today to accept your nomination for leader of the St.Kitts-Nevis Labour Party, to now take that mantle of moving this generation to the next new and exciting level. It is what labor is about, and it is what I am about. Therefore, delegates, comrades, and citizens of St. Kitts-Nevis, wherever we may find ourselves in our lives right now, I raise my hand taking an oath to help us move to our next destination. Our first stop, return the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party to government. As your labor leader, I will rally our troops from every constituency to wholeheartedly support our ongoing efforts to improve and modernize the structure of our party. We will together retool our movement such that it is ably equipped with the right resources, the right personnel, the right skill sets to mobilize the party such that labor is at everybody's doorstep, knocking on every door, on everyone's phone, on everyone's favorite radio station, on everyone's social media feed, promoting our message of hope and prosperity for our future. Under my leadership, just as I have already done in my own constituency, we will together embark on raising an edifice out of our soil representing the headquarters and home of our beloved party. In addition, every constituency branch must look forward to their very own constituency office. Comrades, with a re-energized and reorganized Labour Party, we will win the next general elections. Thus, those who are still wishing to own your own piece of the rock or your own home, as your Labour leader in government, we will embark on the next housing boom. Maybe you want an education system that is more balanced to include your children who are better with their hands than with the books. As a former teacher and as your new Labour leader, we will once again revolutionize education. Perhaps you want new, fulfilling, better paying jobs like those in green energy through wind, solar, or geothermal power, or in manufacturing, or in information technology, or in app development. As an electrical and computer engineer, I will lead the charge as we pioneer an era of new technology. Maybe you have a small snacket, a bar, a shop, a tray, a food car, van, or truck, a construction business, or any small business, and you need institutionalized business advice, support, and financing to take you to the next level. As an entrepreneur and as your leader in Labour, we will provide your foundation. Maybe you are an entertainer or a promoter or an artist who wants to see yourself making reasonable living from your music, your shows, your creative and graphic designs. As a 16-time crowned Calypso and Soca King, both locally and regionally, King Konris with Labour in government will help you reach for the stars. Maybe you or your children would like to use sports to advance yourself and promote our country. As a sports enthusiast and former cricketer, and as your Labour leader, we will include sports as a pillar of our new developmental strategy. Maybe you want an overhaul of our healthcare system, especially our hospital. As I have received the baton once held by Sir Joseph Nathaniel France, the namesake of our hospital, our Labour team will deliver first-class healthcare. Perhaps you are a taxi driver, a hotel worker, tourism service provider, who would like to see a new frontier in tourism development. As a cultural ambassador, who has represented St. Kitts-Nevis across the globe and seen and experienced novel tourism products. As your new leader, we will transform our tourism sector. Perhaps after what we see as common practice now in this corrupt government, you would like to see a leader who is only concerned with giving to the people and not about taking. As a strong advocate of anti-corruption, we will oversee the activation of all integrity in public life legislation and policies. If you wish to see a St. Kitts-Nevis, although consisting of different colors, different political views, different socio-economic backgrounds, be led by a uniter, embracing all, as the son of a Nevisian mother and a Kittitian father, and as the author of one song, I, Konris Maynard, pledge to take the oath and prove that we can be unstoppable together as one people, one federation. Dear comrades, my well-roundedness, good decision-making ability, strategic mind, competitive spirit, my victories, successes, and failures, my comeback stronger mentality, professional training and experience, the grounding I have with my wife and daughters, my experience in Parliament and on parliamentary committees, along with representation at international geopolitical meetings, my faith in God, my love for St. Kitts-Nevis has prepared me for this moment. Therefore, delegates of Labour, comrades, I ask for your vote and your support in taking on the humbling responsibility of leading our near 90-year-old powerhouse of a party to once again, just like our hero leaders, Sir Robert Bratcher, Sir Paul Southwell, Sir Lee Moore, and the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil Douglas, transform the lives of the people of St. Kitts-Nevis for the better. Join me, and let us go onward forever, being unstoppable together. May God bless you. May God bless the Labour Party And may God bless the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you.
I take the oath to love my country. I'll always be there for you, and I'll always care for you, I swear. I will give my blood, my sweat, my tears, my all to you. For as long as I'm alive,